We're now going to be changing tack just a little bit and be talking about nominating a representative to support you in utilising your My Health record. So what is a nominated representative? So this is someone that is trusted, and you want to ask them to please support you in navigating all the information within your app, potentially because you're not completely tech savvy, or you are just getting a little bit aged. So this could be a family member, this could be a friend, it could be your next door neighbor. It's someone in a trusting position in your life. And what would they be able to see? Whatever you wish them to. You can set their level of access. So how do we go about linking a friend or family member to your My Health record? There are a few assumptions that we need to take into consideration here. So both parties, that means you with the record and the other person, will need to have access to the My Health record through MyGov. So if I wanted to add someone to view my record, I would enter into my record and navigate to the Privacy and Access tab, which you'll see on the top left-hand side here. And then it's going to ask you to invite someone in the red or the pink button there. Once you click on that, it's going to ask you, please enter in the person's name, so the family or friend's details that you want to provide access to. Now, as I mentioned, there are different types of access that you can provide. This could be general access, restricted access, or full access. So I want to highlight some terminology that is slightly deceiving here. So restricted access means I permit you to be able to see any restricted documents. It doesn't mean I restrict you from seeing them. If I do not tick this option and only choose general access, for example, this means that you cannot view any of the restricted documents. Full access, of course, means you're giving permission for a person to view anything. So once the level of access has been completed, the system will generate what we call a personal access code, or a PAC. And this information is for the nominated representative, so the other person that you want to link to your record. So the system will notify that nominated person of the PAC. They must access into their own record and enter in that PAC that is provided for them, that little access code. They will be asked to agree once they've confirmed my name and date of birth. My record would then be visible to that person. So my nominated family or friend, when they go into their record, it will also pop up with my record, and it will give them the option to choose which one that they want to see. For convenience, they can also use the My Health Record app. So the same is true whether you use it on go into MyGov on your PC, or whether you use the app. You will also be given the option to choose their own record, or now choose mine because we've linked them with the code. Authorised representatives. So in the aged care setting, the language around this topic relates more to those residents that have lost capacity. So these residents would usually have an appointed enduring power of attorney, or an EPG, enduring power of guardianship. This appointed person will be responsible for a resident's medical decision making. So a lot of our people with cognitive decline, with dementia, Alzheimer's, would already have that person appointed to be able to make those clinical decisions on their behalf. So becoming an authorised representative requires an application to the Australian Digital Health Agency. So once the agency has received your application, they will send you a code, not unlike the PAC one that we did previously ourselves, in order to link the person with cognitive decline to the authorised, to the authorised representative. So how do you become an authorised representative? Again, attempting to use the language from the aged care context, because as you can see, it actually references people that are 14 years and over, which is not our demographic. So this is relevant for individuals who are responsible for those who have lost capacity. So what do you need to do? You need to fill out the form, provide the evidence that you actually are in a position already of having that responsibility, receive the code from the agency, and then you go and then link the code. And you can find out more on the Australian Digital Health Agency website around these steps, but I'm going to be elaborating in just a moment. So step one, fill out the form so it doesn't look too dissimilar to the one that I've got highlighted on the left here. Now the form is 12 pages long. I just want to reassure you before your mouth drops to the floor, only 3 pages are relevant for actually completion. The rest is all just all the official bits and pieces that they need to have there. But on page 6, you will find a question asking, on what basis are you applying to be an authorised representative? You only need to select one box. And for aged care residential, circumstance number 5 is going to be the most relevant one for you, which indicates that my dependent is 14 years or older, is not capable of making decisions for themselves, and I am authorised by law to act on their behalf. And the signature is required on page 6 as well. So preparation for getting your evidence together. So if you are an EPG or an EPA, you will need to have that documentation actually certified, which means you need to have someone who is an acceptable referee to actually sign it to say that this is a true copy of the original, etc., etc., etc. And you probably have worked in this space before where you've had to get documents officially done. So it could be a nurse, could be a doctor, anybody in legal profession, anybody. Sometimes it's the post office master, etc. So you just need to get your official documentation, get it signed off, and then you just need to get them signed and then submitted. And that's the end of that conversational piece. If you have any questions on that particular topic, please do not hesitate to give us a shout. I just want to bring to your attention that there is a wealth of information on the Digital Health Agency website, and there are also for aged care, some learning modules, and you'll see on the left-hand side, there is a tab here specifically for aged care. And you'll find fact sheets, like I said, training modules, and a whole wealth of information that it'll lead you in the right direction to get the information that you need